Hello everyone, I am Abdul Awal, PhD student, Faculty of Philology, University of Lodz, Poland. My presentation topic is Legal and Political Intervention on English Language Policy in Bangladesh, a Socio-Linguistic Perspective. Here we see the map of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is geographically surrounded by India and its neighboring countries include Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar. Now I would like to introduce geographical and linguistic scenario of Bangladesh. It is estimated that there are about 39 languages spoken in Bangladesh. The official and de facto national language of Bangladesh is modern standard Bengali. Literally, it is called Bangla. It serves as the lingua franca of the nation with about 98% of Bangladeshi fluent in standard Bengali or Bengali dialects as the first language. While English is not an official language in Bangladesh, it is prevalent in government, law, business, media, and education, and can be considered to be de facto co-official language. There are a number of indigenous languages spoken by the indigenous people of northern and southeastern Bangladesh. Now, I would like to introduce a linguistic scenario of Bangladesh. Here, English is still widely spoken and widely understood language in Bangladesh. English is taught as a compulsory subject in all schools, colleges, and universities, and is often used secondary in the higher tier of judiciary. Bangladesh, however, has an English medium education system. In recent years, Bangladeshi English has become a predominant variety of English as part of world English, as you can say. There is an emerging English variety in Bangladeshi print and electronic media. Bangladeshi print and electronic media uh, uh, query this new localized variety of English. There is a growing trend in Bangladeshi people to use and in practice this localized English variety which is used in Bangladeshi media. There may be a limited resources of Bangladeshi variety of English, but they are originated in Bangladesh and practice locally. There is hope that a future study will define Bangladeshi English variety as it exists and is used by Bangladeshi people in a broader sense. Now, for Bangladeshi English language policy for planning in Bangladesh, the state language of the Republic of Bangladesh is Bangla, according to the Constitution of Bangladesh 1972. On 12 March 1975, there was an official order saying that Bangla must be used as all government officials, strongly discouraging the use of English. The government passed the Bangla Language Implementation Act in 1978. As a result of this law, people who work in the government, semi-government, and autonomous organizations were required to use Bangla for inter-office communication, legal documents, and communication with foreign nations and organizations. Now, I would like to introduce English language policy in Bangladesh. Here in 1974, Bangladesh Education Commission, they promote English language given priority as a foreign language to be taught from class 6 and general emphasis on English language found in this commission. In 1972, after 2 years, English Teaching Task Force Commission, they promote English language to be taught either class 3 or class 6 subject to availability of English teachers in Bangladesh. They also they need the necessity of English language teaching In 1988, National Education Commission they recommended it English language education from as a starting point from class 3 and uniform starting point of English language education. The commission suggested from class 6. In 1991, National Curriculum Committee, they actually, according to them, English language education should be introduced in class 3 and English language, and in 1992, English language was introduced as a compulsory subject in class 1. In 2000, National Education Policy emphasized English language as set as a medium of instruction for kindergartens in Bangladesh. Curriculum and all text materials used in kindergarten schools translated into English. And introduction to English language as an extra subject from class 1 and 2 and then as a compulsory subject from class 3. Then, along with Bengali, English language could be medium of instruction from a secondary level, I mean class 7, and they emphasize on English language as a medium of instruction at the tertiary level. Then, in 2003, National Education Commission they re-emphasized of English language learning from the primary school. And one subject of the primary education is acquaint learners with English language skill as a foreign language. And this commission emphasized on rebuilding the overall English language curriculum that was a new launch of rebuilding curriculum, English language teaching curriculum, and they emphasized on organizing foreign training for trainers of primary teachers institute and the National Academy for Primary Education and local training for all secondary school teachers to improve English education. They also emphasized on introducing a 6-month English language course at the tertiary level. Now I would like to introduce National Education Policy 2010 on English language teaching. English language teaching was recognized as an essential tool for building a knowledge-based society, and this commission emphasized on English language writing and speaking from the very beginning of primary education. They also emphasized English language to be set as a compulsory subject adopted in all streams from the secondary level. They also emphasized the English language as a medium of instruction could be introduced from secondary level, emphasized on appointing adequate enough number of English language teachers at a secondary level, and then English language to be a compulsory subject in all schools, all colleges and universities. English language along with Bengali to be medium of instruction at the secondary level is was suggested, and this commission emphasized on the need to translate books written in English to Bengali. In sum, that's a language policy and management in Bangladesh. Bengali is the state language, and English has become a compulsory subject in all colleges and universities, and it is often used secondarily in the higher tier of judiciary. As a part of world Englishes, Bangladeshi English has been developed. Bengali has achieved the status of state language according to the Article 3 of the Constitution. English has become a language of high prestige. Bengali was used to promote nationalism and transmit the history, culture, and tradition of the people. And the Minister of Education in Bangladesh promotes English language teaching and learning. In 1994, the incumbent government made English compulsory for BA class BA pass course students to be implemented from 1995 to 1996 academic session. In 1996, it was decided to teach English in university undergraduate classes, and now English is a compulsory subject for civil service requirement in Bangladesh in all levels. Furthermore, I would like to share that the elite people of Bangladesh feel the necessity of English and English language schools to establish in Bangladesh, with a growing appeal of English for earning a better income. At present, English is the dominant language in the private, public, and institutional domains in Bangladesh. Now, English got priority in primary education and media. According to the report of Bangladesh Board of Educational Information and Statistics 2021, there are about 137 English medium schools in Bangladesh. So, the English language is now a compulsory subject in education, and according to the National Education Policy 2000 and 2011, allowed the opening of English medium schools and universities. So the usage of English in Bangladesh at present creates a diglossia situation as follows: a new generation that doesn't speak English, the new generation that does not speak Bengali is emerging through the nation. Banks and other financial organizations are becoming more English dependent, as well as the offices and court. They are operating their official activities in English. So now the English language situation is in Bangladesh is spreading. In that sense, English education is Bangladesh has now introduced a bilingual literacy in national curriculum system, and people are being more interested in English education, English medium education, for development, for economics, and for the for and to get higher prestige in society. So it was suggested that by many scholars that Bangladesh needs an explicit national education policy to encourage multilingualism and linguistic diversity for socio-cultural, political, and economic growth. In education should be provided uh, in based on a sophisticated and on a language policy based on linguistic human rights, and English language teaching curriculum ought to be reformed and localized in accordance with the participation according with the participation of the local people and socio-cultural experiment. So in that sense, we can conclude saying that yes, English in Bangladesh is actually engaging history, geography, politics, economic, and psychology of the people. Thank you for watching my presentation.